Afternoon, everyone. Just a few reminders. As a courtesy to your fellow media members as well as coaches and student athletes, please silence your cell phones. Please provide your name, media affiliation, and who you're addressing your questions to during the press conference. If you're joining via Zoom, please use the raise hand function for questions, and we'll address questions in the room first and then get to Zoom if time allows. And recording press conferences on cell phones or cameras is prohibited. This afternoon, we're joined by Notre Dame coach Niele Ivey and student athletes Hannah Hidalgo and Kassan Prosper. Coach, opening statement?
Yes. Just really excited about this win. I thought it was a dominant win. Thought we made a statement today defensively, forcing 19 turnovers. This team was ready to perform. And again, this is just, I have a joy coaching this team. They're so fun to work with. I'm really proud of where we are right now. I'm proud of the way that we're playing. I think every time we step on the floor, we're getting better and better. Led by these two, Hannah had almost a quadruple double. It's just fantastic getting downhill. Her speed. I think she broke. I didn't say this earlier, but you broke the record of the most steals in program history in NCAA Tournament. So one of the reasons why she's first team All-American is just phenomenal on both ends of the floor. And Cass, just leading us, had 17 points, but had to play her at the 5, so versatile, does whatever we need to help us win. It was a collective effort. Yana came out and shot the ball really well, 4 for 7 from the three-point line. Had some foul trouble, but we still found a way. But just the energy, the resilience, the fight, the belief, and the trust that we have in each other is phenomenal. I'm super grateful to get to the second round and excited to play Ohio State on Monday.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll follow that with questions for the student athletes, please. All right.
Eric Hansen with Blue and Gold Illustrated. Hannah, this was a team that was very prolific with their three-point shooting. Can you speak to the tone that the team wanted to set defensively?
Yeah, well, we knew that going in that that was really their whole game plan was to shoot threes. And they do a great job of making threes also. I think they're top in the country with 3 points made. So we set a goal before the game started that how many threes we were going to allow them to make, because it's not like we were going to hold them to 0 threes the whole game. And that was 2, and then we were able to do that. So we were really locked in on kind of shutting them down, running them off the line, and being intentional with making them score 2 points instead of 3.
And then, Cass, can you speak to just the versatility that you've brought all season, but you really look really comfortable as an inside player now. Can you talk about just your ability and your willingness to take on different roles?
Yeah, I love my team, and I think it was a great opportunity this year to play inside more and develop my game in that sense. And I knew that, I was going to get mismatches inside whichever way that I was going to be used. So taking advantage of that and then making sure that I can help my teammates whenever I need to do that.
Dan Hope from 11 Warriors for Hannah. How much have you watched Jelani Cambridge from Ohio State, and how much are you looking forward to that head-to-head matchup with her on Monday?
Yeah, well, I watched a lot of Lonnie's game, and we play together at USA, so it'll be really exciting. We play against each other at trials and everything like that. So we've had this matchup before a couple of times, but it's super excited. Another phenomenal guard like Lonnie, and to be able to go head-to-head with her, it's going to be a fun game. 2 quick guards, too. She's extremely fast. I think she, ran track, so foot speed is going to be crazy.
In the back.
Deion Cash, Fox Sports. Ladies, what's the mentality just going into the next game and knowing that last year you guys didn't exactly get to where you wanted to? How does that fuel you for this year?
Yeah, the mentality is always defense. I think it's going to be important that's what we wanted to do today, was punch them in the face first. So we want to do the same thing tomorrow and make sure that we take their confidence away from the start. And so that's going to take a lot of defensive intensity. And then on offense, just being aggressive, not, letting them dictate what we want on offense.
And Hannah, did you just make a dance for the flopping? Did you just make a dance out there for the flopping, or was that just,
I don't recall.
Plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Front row.
Joe Reedy, Associated Press. Hannah, you got a second-team selection to All-America this week, but been first-team last year. You kind of view this game as kind of a statement game for not getting first-team?
No, not at all. Honestly, I said this before, but I think the biggest thing for me is I serve a great God who is in control of everything in my life, and it wasn't his plan for me to get first team this year, and that's okay because I'm going to still go out and play the same way I've been playing. I've been playing consistently this whole season and since my freshman year, and right now it's about winning, so I don't care about any of the accolades. I didn't care about them going into this year, and, I'm here to win.
One more for the student athletes, please.
Yeah, for both, Cameron Teague with The Athletic, for both of you. You guys talk about defense, and you pride yourself, especially today, on trying to cause some havoc. It seems like you guys are in the passing lanes a lot. Ohio State's very similar. They like to cause a lot of havoc with their full court press. I know you haven't watched a lot of their film yet, but the idea of playing against teams who press and can get in you, I know you guys played against that at times in the ACC. Just what do you learn from those experiences that can prepare you for that game?
I think they're going to try to speed us up, and then that's going to be our time for us to, stay poised and then just play the game that we want. We don't want them to speed us up. We want to play fast. That's how we've been going at it. We want to get steals, play defense, and then the way that they're going to play us, I think we're equipped enough, and we faced enough adversity and overcame that the whole year to be ready for it tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
Monday. Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, I think piggybacking off of that, we watched Ohio State a little bit, and we know how aggressive they are. They want to force turnovers. So I think in the beginning of the season, it was a little shaky, but I think we've definitely grown in so many different areas, and that being one of the biggest areas that we've grown, just being patient and being poised and not letting other teams kind of speed us up and knowing that traps are going to come and they're going to try and force turnovers, but just playing within ourselves.
All right, we'll excuse the student athletes at this time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll open the floor for questions for Coach.
Coach, your bigs got in some early foul trouble. Can you speak to how your team responded to them not being in the game?
Yeah, again, just mentioning, Cass's versatility. We've had a little bit of foul trouble this season, so our team knows next woman up, even if that means Cass has to play the 5. And I thought they did a good job of not allowing that to dictate what we were doing. Everybody did something a little bit more. I had to play 5 guards at one point, and then Lay in the second half got back into her rhythm. But we've unfortunately been in that scenario before, so we knew how to adjust to it.
You and Kevin go way back.
Yes.
How much have you kept in touch over the years? When was the last time maybe you spoke with him?
Yeah, through text. I mean, he was my coach, like you mentioned, but also one of my mentors, and we are very close. I'm godmother to one of his daughters. His wife is one of my best friends, Tish, that was a coach and graduated from Notre Dame. So he's family. So hate that this was the road, obviously, but he's somebody that I love. I love Tish, their whole family, and it's gonna be exciting to play them on Monday.
Coach Cameron Teague with The Athletic. Kind of off that, just when you saw the bracket come out, I know you didn't want to look ahead, right? You don't want to look past Fairfield, but when you saw the bracket come out, what was your thought when you saw that you were coming to Columbus and you would be potentially playing Kevin in the second round? Yeah,
well, I mean, I've been kind of, they told me about different scenarios that we would be in, and again, it's a drive. I thought our fans would be able to travel. Again, I've watched Kevin for the last several years and kind of know his system. I know Ohio State and Jelani and what they have, and so just having that familiarity and also being close so our fans can travel is what I thought. But I knew it was going to be an incredible matchup. 2 dynamic guards, and again, in a system that I'm familiar with.
And you mentioned the matchup with Hannah and Jelani.
Yes.
NCAA Tournament's kind of built for that. Like you
Yes.
put elite players against elite players. Just what does that do for the sport when you can get Hannah against a player like Jelani so early in the tournament like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. You want to see great basketball. You want to see great players compete at the highest level. And so, we're looking forward to it. Like she said, she's familiar with her game as well, having USA basketball experience with her. Jelani's an incredible guard, but I think this is great to grow the game. People want to watch women's basketball. They want to see the great products on the floor, and I think we have 2 of the best players on the floor that will be on the floor on Monday.
A couple more for Coach, back right.
Hey, Coach. Andrew Jameson, WF 88.5 up in Fairfield. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You guys burst out to an 11-2 run to open the second half. What was the message in halftime in the locker room to kind of just keep the foot on the gas and, never look back?
Yeah, just that, not to let up. We need to come out with that same defensive energy and intensity. And then offensively, I was really focused on trying to get the ball inside. I thought we had a size advantage. And with Lay being in foul trouble, Malaya, I really wanted to look inside first. So that was the initial thought process. And then, again, just maintaining that lead, extending it, but doing that with our defensive pressure. I didn't want us to get complacent because I feel like Fairfield is a great team that can go off in bunches with the way that they shoot the ball. So defensively, keeping our intensity up, and I wanted to see some paint touches.
Deion Cash, Fox Sports. Congratulations on the win again.
Thank you.
What is it like having the extension of a Hannah Hidalgo on the court for you? I mean, when you played, you're able to kind of control the game, also without from a guard perspective. But what is it like to have her on the court to do whatever it is that you need to be done?
It's a coach's dream, to be honest, especially being a point guard. Like you mentioned, she's the extension of me. We have a great relationship. She's one of the best guards I've ever coached. She is phenomenal. I've never seen a two-way player do what she does every day in practice, so intense. Her confidence is something that sometimes it takes a while to help players build confidence. She's come to Notre Dame with that fearlessness and that confidence. She got so much swag. She is a joy to coach. She's somebody that I love so much, and I love that every year she just gets better and better. But I'm really impressed and really proud of the way that she's led this season. She has had a lot of weight, a lot of pressure. She's helped take this group, and I had a completely new team and get us to where we are right now, and that speaks a lot to her game. But again, she's the best two-way player, one of the best guards I've ever coached. Thanks.
One last question up front.
Joe Reedy, Associated Press. For everything that she's accomplished this year, was this a statement game for not getting first team and being a second team selection for Hannah?
Yeah, I think she mentioned that it's not about that. I believe that she's a first team All-American, and we don't need AP or anybody else to say that. She comes out with the same energy and effort every game. She just wants to win. She is about her team, and I think her success and her stats speaks for itself. But again, I think she's one of the best players in the country, and she doesn't. We're trying to win. You know what I mean? And she mentioned that that's second. And to anything else. And when you have somebody with that maturity that can do what she can do, that she does, it's phenomenal. So I think she's amazing.
Thank you for the time.